Y'all, it's been a crazy night, and I had to call the cops on my, what am I doing? I had to call the cops on my neighbor, and it's been just a crazy, crazy night, and I don't know. I think I might have to move. I have a quiz this morning, and I did not get to study for it, so we'll see how that goes. I have to explain it to you guys in the car. Like, my neighbor is Looney Tune, and I feel like she's trying to sabotage me in a way. I don't know, y'all. Let me get out the house. I have to get my son ready. It's just a lot going on this morning. Yeah. I didn't drink no coffee. I didn't drink any coffee. It's hot in here. Okay, let's go. Alright. Seems like everybody getting the cops called on them. My neighbor got the cops coming to their house. I don't know if you're gonna be able to hear me, if the wind's gonna be too much. The kids get up early and be ready. Yes, already, they ready. I am about to drop my son off. I don't know how this is gonna work because this is not a stable thing. So it might just keep dropping. I gotta get my son to school, and then I'm gonna head to school. Let's see if I'm gonna be late. Oh, I'm gonna make it just in time. Just in time, y'all. I'm so mad because I definitely did not get to study like I wanted to. Like I said, it's somebody just trying to sabotage. I feel like she's trying to sabotage me. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna drop my son off. Come on, right? Okay. Let's get this show on the road, y'all. I gotta get on the highway today. I think I get on the highway. I gotta tell y'all about this crazy lady. I gotta tell you about this crazy lady. Let me start building stuff for the cars so we can vlog while we doing this, but it told me I can get on the highway, so I'm gonna get on the highway because the highway is much easier. But okay, y'all, so we're just gonna ride it out like this. So I'm on the way to class, and that's gonna take me some time to get there. But my neighbor basically, she started coming outside. I might insert the clip, and she started banging that out on my wall. Mind you, I've been dealing with this neighbor for a very long time. She's been playing her music so loud to the point where I'm playing the music in my crib. Like I can hear her play her music in my place. Went outside, I spoke to her about it, and she basically was like, well, I'm not turning on my music because quiet hours are between such and such time, and she don't have to. And I was like, I never even knew about quiet hours, but I learned that day, and she told me she's not turning her music down because she can't hear it. I said, okay, well, can we come to a compromise? It's on my wall, that's where my bed is, and it's really loud. And she's like, no. I basically told her, this is not going anywhere. I'm going to go back inside the house. So she starts to play her music even louder, and I called the cops on her, and they asked her to turn it down. The first time she turned it down. The second time I called the cops on her, she did not turn it down. She kept it on. Actually, she was very spiteful, and she started to play her music from 7:30 in the morning, and she'll play her music all the way from 7:30 in the morning to 7:30 in the morning to 10:30 at night. And the cops were basically saying like they can't do nothing. All they can do is tell her to turn it down, but she legally don't have to. I needed to speak to the leasing office. So and earlier, rewind, the cops had told me when I first called them to record every time she plays her music and you can hear it. So that's what I did. It's so cold. It's cold. That's what I did. And I ended up contacting and writing a letter to the leasing office, an email, and telling them this is going on. And the leasing lady was so nice about it, because I had an old listening person, and she was not nice. She was like, I don't hear anything. I'm like, you can clearly hear her music. She only was the property manager for what, a month, and then she went whatever. But the new listing manager, she definitely was on my side about this, and she told her to turn it down, and you know, told her it's basically her second warning because I've complained twice, and somebody else complained about it. So I didn't hear any like, what is it called? I didn't hear any music for the whole weekend. Mind you, I had the meeting on Wednesday, and she stopped playing her music on Wednesday, and it was Sunday. This happened Sunday, so today's Monday, and her banging on the wall, and she came outside threatening me, like under my window, unprovoked. I don't know what made her do this. She just started banging on the wall, and then she came outside the first time, and I didn't really hear much of her. All I heard is, you filed a police report on me. Yes, I did, because you're acting crazy, and I need documentation that you're acting crazy in case things escalate. I'm trying to protect myself and my family. So I don't engage or anything with her. So she comes back in and she starts banging on the wall. Mind you, I have my niece and my nephew over, my son, like, it's kids in the house at this point. It's like, lady, what are you doing? She started banging on the wall. So she comes again and comes under my window, and I have a video recorded of that. And she's like, oh, you got your bonnet on? Of course, it's 10 o'clock at night. I have my bonnet on. I'm home. She's like, you got your bonnet on, and nobody can help you now. I gotta insert the clip. And she's like, the voice. I started recording her, and my niece, I didn't even know my niece was downstairs recording it too. Smart girl. I started recording her because I'm like, you're literally coming in front of my window and you're threatening me. She's telling me that she's gonna beat my behind in front of the cops, and I'm like, girl, I don't know what you have going on. I don't want to engage. Of course I'm gonna call the cops. So I called the cops. I called the non-emergency line, and they were not taking me serious. I kept calling them, and she goes back in the house after a while and starts banging on the wall again. So as I'm on the phone with the police, she comes back outside, and she's like, you can't hear me? You can't hear me? You need me to bang on your door? And I'm like, oh no. So I call my mom. I call my mom, and I'm like, dang, traffic. I'll be late. Dang. Well, I got 6 minutes to get out of this traffic. Okay, so I call my mom. Should I call 911? She's at my door. She's threatening to bang on my door. And this is the third time she's came, and it just seems like she's escalating. My mom's like, call the cops. So I called the emergency line, and I'm like, I am terrified. I don't want her to break down the door. I'm small. She's way bigger than me. I have kids in the house, and they're all scared. My son's in the background crying, and the police stay on the phone with me until the officers get to the gate. So the officers come, and at first he wasn't really, I think because he thought I was like a child or something. He was like, get to the point. And I was so like shaking. I was so nervous. I had to find the video. I don't know why. I found the video. I showed him the video of her standing outside my window, because at first he was like, did she come over here? I said, at the beginning she stood like right before my window, and each time she came outside she escalated towards my door, and I showed him the video. And then I showed him the voice recording of her saying she's gonna beat my behind in front of the cops. And he just turned around, and the officer next to him was like, did she threaten her? And he was like, yeah, she did. And they go knocking at her door. Of course, she don't answer the door, and you know, he comes back over and he's like, you know, if she comes out again, call the cops. Call as many times as you can. That's what we're here for. It doesn't matter how many times. If you call them, call us anytime she do something. And he was like, you need to speak to your leasing office about her, and tell them about the story, tell them what's going on, and because they're supposed to protect you while you're on their property. And I was like, okay. I said, can I get a police report? I need to get a report. And at first he didn't really seem like he wanted to do it, I guess because the paperwork, which I understand, but stop, my life is in danger. I explained to him, I said, I need a police report because she continues to do this, and just in case anything happened to me or my son or my niece and nephew, I have the kids here, I need it on record that I called you guys and you guys came out. And he was like, sure. Took our names down, y'all. Mind you, the police officer, he was fine. That's a whole other story. I would call you every time I'm in distress, y'all. Every time. So he ends up giving me a police report, and I, you know me, I write the police office immediately. I write them. I send video recording. I send the audio. I sent everything I can to this lady. Sorry. I sent everything I can, and hopefully we can get this resolved, because she gotta go. Like, she out here threatening people. And my thing is, I'm not gonna engage because I have a lot to lose. Like, it took everything. It took a long time for me to get into nursing school, and if you think I'm gonna go out there and engage in bad behavior, no, lady, no. You're not gonna touch me. This is why we have the police. This is why I document everything that you're doing to me, just in case. I'm not about to lose what I've worked so hard for. Like, this is my livelihood. This is for my family. No, lady. And it was just like, it's just so weird. So we're gonna see. I'm on the way to class. Let's see if I pass this quiz. Hopefully I do. You know, I'm just trying to eat the information before I walk in. I'm gonna meet with the police office afterwards, and I'll give y'all an update. You know, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. We're gonna see, y'all. We're gonna see. So I'm gonna catch y'all, because I'm driving. I want to put some music. So I bet. I had my quiz. Like I said, this is gonna be new. I had my quiz, and this quiz was a little hectic, y'all. I feel like I didn't study for any of it. I did not do what I had to do for this quiz. Luckily, it's a quiz and not an exam. I don't feel like I did bad, but I know I didn't get 100. If I did get 100, that would be cool, but I know I didn't get 100. But it was a couple of questions on there that was like, But it was different today. So some of my classmates, they were late to class, and she did not let them in. They were standing at the door. We didn't even start yet. We were just signing and downloading, and she put the sign up and told them they could not come in for the quiz. And it's like, okay, yeah, they were late, but we didn't start the quiz yet. But I guess this teacher is buckling down. I know they changed a lot of things as far as us wearing uniform and being compliant with that. I have warnings, and they even started putting signs on the door when we take exams and stuff and quizzes. So they really are not playing with us at all. So I'm gonna do my best to make it on time to class. I'm usually on time. I've probably been late once, but I like to be on time. I don't like to miss anything. But with this class, I've learned that she told me, I asked her to repeat something. She's like, no, you're gonna have to read it in the book. I was like, okay. Okay, I'll read it in the book. I have my book there, so I think that's why she said that. But she definitely told me, you're gonna have to go read it in the book. But I know this class, I'm definitely gonna have to, it's good that she gives us these guided reading things, whatever, and packets, because now I know I don't have to read the whole chapter. I read what she wants us to focus on, and that's how I'm going to study. We're going to see if that works for the first exam. We're going to see, because I'm not sure. It's a lot of new information, and then I feel sorry for people who haven't had kids, because some of it clicks because I have a kid, but a lot of it doesn't. So I can only imagine you not having any kids, and then on top of you being a man learning about this is a whole new ball game, y'all. But we're gonna see. I'm on my way home. I have another quiz to take for evidence-based, so I'm gonna watch that video on the way home. And I do have to talk to my my leasing office about what we talked about earlier. So we'll see how that goes. I will talk to you guys when I get to the house.